So today, what we're going to do, we're going to create an IG story straight inside our After Effects. Okay, by default, it's a good practice if we can create it all the composition inside the Photoshop first, right? So for today, we try to minimize the usage of software where we try to create a post only using After Effects, where all the graphic element we also create inside the After Effects. So make sure you already have your material, and please open your After Effects with the IG story document setup or document setting size, so that we can do it together step by step. If you have any problem, you can chat with me. Yeah. For your information, today I'm going to use After Effects CC 2018. Okay, maybe some of you are using a new version or old version. Okay, but don't worry, because we using all the default tools. We didn't using any plugin or additional installation need to be done inside the software. Okay, good morning. Good morning to all. Okay, for the technical issue, maybe Excel staff can help the participation. All right. Okay, when you guys ready, yeah. So today we're going to create IG story post using After Effects only. Okay, by default, the best practice, we prepare everything, all the element, the composition inside the Photoshop. But sometimes we don't have both software. So today I'm going to teach you how to only use your After Effects to create all the graphic element that we need for our post. Okay. Okay. So while waiting the rest, let's start it. I hope everybody can see my screen. I already shared to you my After Effects software. So you can see the screen, right? Okay, what is IG story? Basically, most of the participation, I believe, already know about the IG story. It's about 7 to 15-second post. Okay, and will be maintained for 24 hours inside our story. And you can post unlimited story inside your story. Okay, additional on top of that, that we sometimes having issue or mislook about it, is about the header and footer. Okay, even though the size of IG story is 1080, 1080 pixel times 1920 pixels, all right, but there's a few gap that required for header and footer. Okay, that will be automatically generated by the Instagram. Okay, as you can see at my monitor, I already write down the header will take place around 160 pixel, and meanwhile for the footer will be around 250 pixel. Okay, I'm going to show you the example of it. Okay, if I show to you sample of post, okay, I'm going to hide the text. Okay, this is sample of IG story post. Okay, on top here, this is the header. Okay, where the system will generate our thumbnail, our DP, thumbnail, name, right? And then they also have a footer underneath here for additional function such as for shop now, enroll now, contact now. Okay, this is will be generated inside the Instagram, and we left a few part in the middle for our post. So when we do our composition inside the After Effects, or inside your Photoshop. So make sure you leave the header and footer as an empty space, okay, with only the background, so that it will not merge or overlapping with our information. Okay, so to do that inside the After Effects, all right. So I hope everybody already create a new document, yeah. So go to File, create a new project or new document, and then create a new composition. So for my composition, let me hide everything. Okay, just right click here to create a new composition. Make sure you choose IG Story composition. There will be 180 pixel by 1920 pixel. And meanwhile, for the duration, for the time being, or for this tutorial, I'm going to maintain the duration as a 7-second only. Okay, for this tutorial. Okay, this is the setting for today tutorial. It's IG Story preset, 180 by 1920 pixel, 25 frame per second. Resolution, just leave it full or according to your machine. And then the duration, we will work with the 7-second duration. So please create your document so we can play. We can continue with the step-by-step tutorial. And don't forget to click OK. Yeah. So when you click OK, then we will have documents similar like this, yeah, with a black background or white background. Okay, I'm going to hide my guide first. Okay, so this will be our preview for our composition. So I hope everybody will get the same setting, except I already turned on my ruler. As you can see on top here, there's a ruler for the horizontal and vertical axis. Okay, X and Y. Alright, it's similar with the Illustrator and Photoshop. Okay, this is what where we're going to use as a guide for our composition. Okay, yeah. Okay, to activate your ruler, okay, go to your guide. It's underneath here, beside our magnification ratio pop-up. Okay, click on it and make sure you click guide and rules to activate it. Yeah. So when you activate the rules, so we can see the rule. Okay, where we're going to use our rules to create the guideline. Okay. But if you have anything, you can chat with me. Yeah. Okay. First, what we need to do, we need to create our guideline. All right. To create the guideline is quite simple. Okay. So first, we're going to turn on our title and action save. Where we turn on our title and action save. All right. So we can see our center point here. Okay. So first, we're going to create a vertical line. Just go to your ruler, click and drag, and bring the vertical line on top our center line. So now we know this is our center line. Okay. Now for header and footer, we can bring our ruler near to our project or document. Okay, we can bring it here, or we can keep it our screen in the middle. But click on top of left here, left top corner here. This is where we're going to bring our ruler, and we can put it anywhere that we wanted. Okay, where the cross section of the line, there will be the starting point of a 0. So let's say I'm going to put it here. Okay, so I'm going to zoom. So we're going to create the header first. Okay, double check with your ruler here. So we're going to create a 160 pixel for the header. So click on your horizontal ruler and bring it to 160 measurement unit at your ruler. Yeah. Okay, it should be here. So refer back to your ruler here. You can see there is 160. So this is a double value of 20 from 0, 20, 40, and up to 160. So this is how we create our guideline inside our After Effects. So it will help us to compose our artwork. All right. So let's go click spacebar to bring your hand tool. So where you can click and grab your screen, and we focusing on the footer area. So where the footer area will be around 250 pixel. So we're going to bring our cursor or our ruler. So the 0 point will be start on the left bottom corner here. Okay. So we're going to check our ruler to 250. Okay. Seeing that this is 20 count of ruler, or you can zoom in more. So we're going to find the value 250 for the footer. So it should be here. Okay. And go to your horizontal ruler, click and drag the line and put it on the 250 pixel measurement. So click Control minus to zoom out, or you can go to your magnification ratio pop up here and choose fit up to 100. So now we have our screen and we have our guideline. Okay, so remember this is the footer area. Sorry, the header area. And below here is the footer area. So we will keep it clean without no text or no information on it. Okay. So our post should look like something like this when we generate our post for IG story. Yeah? Okay. So let's get back to our material. So when we're done with our guide, so the next thing we need to do, we need to import all our material inside our project panel. So this is our project panel. Okay, the first panel you can see on your left, this is your project panel. Okay, you can right click and import file, multiple file or anything, or you can double click to find your project or material that we already share with you. Okay, so there will be a Sebawang sample. Sebawang is branded for lipstick and hijab for Muslim women. Okay, animated post material. So you can import your tudung Sebawang. So this will be our material for today. Okay, where we're going to create our IG story based on this. All right. So you can import all. Okay, make sure when you import all, you didn't click as a sequence, JPEG sequence. Okay, you don't have to create the composition. Just leave it as a footage only. So when you click import, so you will have all your pictures here. Okay, import as a footage. So we're going to use it later to compose our artwork. All right. So what happened here? I'm already create a folder for my picture. So my project panel will look more clean. Okay. So to create the folder, you just click the folder icon here to create a new folder. So you can rearrange your material according to the type, such as the pictures, the sound, the stickers, icons, okay, and extra. So this is to make sure our project panel will look more clean and easy to manage. Okay, so let's start it. I already create, okay, but we're going to create together. So this will be our last look of our post before we animated it. Okay, we already have our footer. I'm going to zoom in. All right. So we're going to our header area. We have our footer area. So we have the picture at the background. So IG Story screen is quite unique because it's a vertical screen. So it's good for you to focus more on the quality of the pictures or focus more on the mood of the product or whatever that you want to sell. Okay, so we have our logo here, and we have some text and graphic underneath here. So all of this we're going to create it inside After Effects. Yeah. Okay, let's do it together. All right. So I hope you already have your document. Okay, I'll give you some time to import the picture first. And don't forget also to import your logo. So logo will be, I believe, is outside of the pictures. Okay. So we will have the material where we have a folder for the tudung, and we have the logo here. Make sure you rename your file, so that when you do your work or your workflow will be more smooth. Okay, this is my previous file. Okay, so after you complete everything, so I'm going to delete all of this first. All right, except my guide. Okay, so first thing first, we're going to create a solid for our background. Okay, since that we have our corporate color for uh, our product, so I'm going to put the logo first, because I'm going to use it as a benchmark for the background colors. So you can put it anywhere. So just click and drag, bring it to your timeline. So this is our timeline, where we compose all our element and we create our animation here. Okay, so we put the logo first because we want to use the background color, the logo color, to be our background color for our post. Okay, done. All right. So after that, so the first thing we need to create a solid for our background. So we're going to use the same color, corporate color for this product. All right. So I'm going to go to my timeline, right click on it and select new, where here there's a few elements that we can create inside our After Effects, such as text, solid, light, camera, null object, shape layer, adjustment layer. But today we're going to use text, solid, and also shape layer. Okay, so right click on it on your timeline, click new, and choose solid. So when we choose solid, then we can name it as a background. Okay, and click make compose size. Okay, make comp size, so that our solid will be automatically in the same size of our composition. All right, and leave it as a square pixel. So for the color, so we're going to use the color picker here, the eyedropper here icon. Click on the color picker, and we're going to use the background, the corporate color for Sembawang as our background. And after you done that, okay, click OK. All right. So again, so make sure you click make comp size to make sure our solid is same size with our comp size or our screen size. Okay, and choose the color using the color picker. Okay, the eyedropper icon there. Then click OK. So click OK. So now we have our background. Okay, so now we need to rearrange our layer to make sure our background layer will be at the bottom of our layer. So because there's an arrangement for the background, yeah. Okay, so we're going to put at the bottom of all the layer. Okay, done. Okay, great. Okay, next is we're going to import the pictures, or we're going to bring the picture to our composition. So to bring our picture to the composition is quite easy. Go to your pictures. You're going to select the first pictures, and we want to click and drag to our timeline. So I'm going to put it on bottom or below our logo, and we have our picture there. So now we need to resize the pictures. I'm going to click and click shift using my move tool. Okay. So don't forget to click shift to make sure our picture will be resized according to the ratio. Okay, we're going to make it bigger and fill the screen size. Okay, left and right. Okay, going to make it more bigger. Okay. All right. So this will be the arrangement for our pictures. Okay, a little bit like that. All right. So I'm going to move the logo for a while. So now we have our pictures in the middle of our header and footer. Okay, so this is the arrangement. Okay, the best of IG story. So make sure you should zoom all your product to see the grade of the pictures or the mood of the effect mood of your product. Okay, if you have a beautiful model, that will be a selling point for your story or for your marketing. Okay, we're going to rearrange it like this. Yeah. All right. So after we done this, okay, for the rest of the picture, just leave it first. Okay, we're going to do the composition first. All right. We go back to our logo. So the logo I'm going to put, okay, on top of here. We're going to resize it, make it smaller a bit. Okay. I'm going to put it on top of here, where we're going to use the logo also to be animated with the discount tax later. So make it smaller, and I'm going to make it merge with the background. Since that the colors is in the same color code, so it will look like it's a merge with our background. All right, so we will have our logo there. Okay, we're going to add the animation later. Yeah. Okay. So after we done that, the next thing we're going to create a shape layer. Where the shape layer, we're going to use it to add our text for our post. Okay, so we're going to create a simple shape layer and straightforward text to tell what our post is all about. Okay, so to do that, I'm going to right click on my timeline, right click, select new, and select shape layer. So when we select the shape layer, we can use our tool menu tool here. There's a toolbar here. There we can use our basic shape or rectangular tools. So inside the basic shape, we have rectangular, we have a round rectangular, ellipse, polygon, and star. But for today, we won't use this. All right. So we're going to use the pen tool. Okay. So I'm going to create my basic shape using my pen tool. So where I'm going to click somewhere over here. Okay, to create like a not rectangular shape, but it's like a how to say distort a rectangular lah. So this is a basic shape element that we're going to use for this pose. Okay, you can create any pose that you like using your pen tool. You can create the straight line. You can create a curvy line by clicking and dragging, where we going to activate our handle or bezier tool to create more organic shape. Okay, so this is quite similar if you are similar with the Illustrator. Okay, so we can have a different shape, something like that. Okay, so for this exercise, we're going to use distort rectangular shape, something like this. Okay, we're going to make it a little bit smaller, just resize the size. Okay, for the color, I maintain the corporate color. Okay, I'm going to put at the center of our post. Yeah, all right, something somewhere over there. Okay, it's quite easy, right? Just use your pen tool, click and make the shape that you want. All right. Okay. Other than that, we also have a setting for it where we have a fill color, where if you want to use fill for your shape layer, or you want to focus more on the stroke, so you can change it also the colors, or you can make it like no color for it by clicking on the text itself, the stroke text itself, the blue color text. Okay, to open up more option. So is it we going to use like a non-color, a solid color, or gradient color, linear or radial gradient? Okay, for this tutorial, we're going to focus only for the fill, and the stroke we are going to choose non-color. So by default, both of these will be having a color. So make sure you click on your stroke and choose no color. Okay, so pay attention on the top menu bar here. Sometimes when we change our tool, there's a lot of others information or option that appear on top of that. All right. So after we're done with our first graphic element, the second one, we're going to create like a shadow for it. All right, because we want to add more contrast of our graphic. So what we're going to do, we're going to select our shape layer. Okay, select your shape layer and click Control D. D for Denmark, yeah. Click Control D to duplicate our layer. So now we have two shape layer, layer 1 and layer 2. So layer 2 will be on top of the layer 1. So we're going to leave it like the original color, but we're going to change the position and the color for the layer 1. So by selecting the shape layer 1, then we can move it. Okay. All right, we can move it around. Or to make it more easier for you to modify the layer, we can hide first our shape layer 2 by clicking the eye icon here. Okay, we're going to hide it. Okay, we can focus more to our shape layer 1. We're going to change the color. So I'm going to double click on the fill color. So we have more option about our colors. Okay, we're going to select more darker colors to be our shadow for the graphics. All right. So I'm going to choose somewhere here and click OK. And I'm going to move it a bit. You can move it according using your arrow keyboard. Okay, left and right, up and down. And we're going to show again our first our shape layer number 2. So we can see that it will be like on top of each other. So we're going to move it, my shape layer 1, the darker element. I'm going to put it underneath here. All right. So now we're done with the setting and composition. Okay, the next thing we need to do is we're going to add on text, because we need put a little bit of information inside our post, not that much. Okay, just to attract the attention of our audience, because our objective here, we want them to scroll up or to see more of the post. Okay, so if you put too much information, there will be no engagement to your post. All right. Okay, so let's create text. To create text, simple. You can go back to our timeline over here. You can right click and select new, select text to create a text. Okay, or you can use our text tool here to create a text by clicking the tools on top menu bar here. Okay, and we can click anywhere to create our text layer. So first we're going to type collection. So this is a Raya collection. So for the collection, I'm going to use a capital letter. Okay, I'm going to select all, and we're going to go to our character panel. Okay, I'm going to zoom in a bit. All right. So this is our character panel. All right. So we have colors. We can choose color. We can choose the type font that we're going to use. All right. So for this exercise, I'm going to use the Palatino Linotype. Okay. And I make it as a bold. And then we can change the size. Okay. Change the kerning and leading. Okay. The gap between paragraph, the leading and kerning, the gap between the characters. Okay, we can add on more of effect of our character here, make it more bold or wider. Okay, so this is up to your design, how you're going to make or modify your characters. Okay, so for this exercise, we're going to use Palatino Linotype, and I make it bold and extra bold by clicking the Fox Bold option here. Okay, because I want to make it my text become wider and stronger. Okay, all right. So let's get back to our After Effects. So we have our text, and I'm going to typing my collection. Okay, I'm going to select all. So I'm going to change the colors. I'm going to make it white. Okay, and use your move tool or selection tool here, your arrow tool, so we can move our characters. Okay, and make sure, because this is a capital letter, so I activate my caps locks. This is the view of the caps locks. So make sure you turn off your caps locks. Then we can see our element. So we're going to rearrange it. Okay, I'm going to make it a little bit slanting. To rotate your text or your element, use your rotation tool. It's on top of here, or the shortcut will be a W. Okay, we're going to rotate it a bit, make it the same slanting with our graphic element. Just a little bit, looks similar. All right. Then again, we're going to resize our text. Okay. Make sure you hold shift, yeah, to maintain the ratio, and rearrange the position. We're going to put it somewhere over there. So we're going to add, actually, we need to add S to make it as a menu collection. Okay, going to resize again to make it smaller a bit. Okay, all right. Okay, make sure your font is not too close or too near to the edge of the graphic. Yeah. All right. So now we have our first text. So the next step that we need to do, we're going to add another text that will be for the Raya text. So we have Sebawang, and we're going to put discount on top of here. And then we have Raya collection. So this is the tudung. They call it as a blush pink. And we have several type of other tudung with the different colors. Okay. So we're going to add more text. Okay. Caps locks, Raya. Okay. But this time I'm going to use the same color as our second shape layer, the darkest pink color here. So I'm going to use the color picker, and I choose the same color of our second shape. All right, and we're going to rearrange our text. Okay, I'm going to make it bigger a bit. Okay, we're going to put it somewhere over here, and we're going to rotate it using the rotation tool to make it same slanting or direction with our previous text, and we're going to rearrange it to make it, or to put it somewhere over here. Okay, you can use your arrow select arrow keyboard at your keyboard, yeah, arrow key at your keyboard. Make it smaller a bit. All right. So now we have our composition. So we have our background, we have our pictures, we have our logo and the discount that we're going to add on later. And then we have our title for our post. Okay, so the rest function like scroll more or buy now, I think that one you can generate inside the IG itself. Yeah. All right. Okay. So next will be to animate our post. So to animate our post, the key to do it, actually we need to pre-comp our element. Okay, I'm going to do one by one. So what we're going to do, we're going to focus on the picture first. All right. So because currently we only put one picture only for our design here. Okay. So to make it animated, so the tips or trip and tips is we're going to right click on the picture layer and we're going to pre-compose it. The meaning of pre-compose it, we make it as a different composition where we're going to create animation inside the different composition without disturbing our main composition. So this is our main composition, COM1. So we're going to create another composition for the picture. Okay, so we're going to right click on our layers, picture layer, and we choose pre-compose. Okay, so when choose pre-compose, okay, first thing we need to do, we need to name it our composition. So I'm going to name it as a product, or you can put product pictures, video. Okay, if you're using a video, okay, so product. All right. So I'm going to okay, the rest just leave it like that. Okay, because we haven't done anything. All right. We just do the composition and placement of our graphic and click OK. So when we click OK, so the product is become not an image layer, but now it become a composition. Where if we double click on our product composition, a new timeline will be appear under the name of product. So this is how we animate inside the After Effects. Okay, so to animate is quite simple. Okay, we going because we are using a 7-second duration for this post. So I'm going to make every picture as a 2-second. But for the first picture, we're going to leave it as a 3-second because we need to do opening animation for the pictures or for the pre-compose before at the main composition. So then the animation will start accordingly lah. Okay. So the first picture I leave it as a 3-second. Okay, because the first second is we extend the gap for opening animation. Alright, and then we're going to add on another pictures. So because this 7-second only, so we're going to add another 3 more pictures. Okay, I'm going to choose the second pictures, bring it to your timeline. And then the third pictures, bring it to your timeline. Move your cursor to your timeline where we can make it shorter or longer our element. Okay, so the first clip is start from 1 second to 3 seconds and continue with the second pictures starting from 3 seconds and will be stopped around 5 seconds. Okay, you can move your cursor if you want to see the timing, the duration. So you can see the picture is changing already. Okay, and then the last picture will be starting from 5 seconds till the end. Okay, this you can use the same template for another set of different pictures. Because inside the story we can add more story, right? So we create like a 7-second clip but using the same template but different pictures. So after we done putting our picture, okay, we can go back to our main composition, COM1. So here, if you play your animation, okay, I'm moving my cursor, timeline cursor to the beginning, okay, and I'm going to click a space bar so we can see the picture is changing already according to the duration that we already arranged inside the pre-comp of the product. So this is the tips how we do animation inside After Effects. So we didn't modify anything in the main composition. We just do another pre-comp where all the animation is inside there. So over here also you can change the picture if you like. That will be automatically updated inside your comp 1. So without disturbing our main composition, we creating animation for our pictures. Okay. So for this tutorial, I didn't make it the picture slide too fast, like a 1 second. Okay, because our targeting is for maybe a matured ladies. Okay, because we don't want it to be the visual is too fast. Yeah, it will be more comfortable for them to see lah, to see the colors, to see the colors of the product, the quality of the product. Okay, so we done with our first animation. Okay, where we animate, we do a slideshow for our product. Okay, so the next, what we're going to do, we're going to animate also our logo. As I said, we're going to create or to put a title of discount inside our logo. So to do that, it's similar process. Okay, we go to our logo pictures. Same technique, right click on it and create a pre-compose. So when we do our pre-compose here, then we can put it this one as a logo and discount. And I'm going to click OK. So when we double click on our logo and discount pre-composition, there's a new timeline will be appear. Okay, where over here we can adjust or create the animation for our logo and also for the discount tax. All right. So to do that, okay, I'm going to create a solid, a new solid. Okay, make sure it's a comp size. 640 is same size with our logo. Okay, the colors, you can choose the same color with our logo because we don't want to make it a different color. Or if let's say you want to make it a different color, also can. All right. So I have my solid color. I'm going to bring it the layer, rearrange my layer so the background will be at the back. Okay. So first I'm going to animate my logo first. So to animate my logo, I'm going to click my T, shortcut of opacity is a T, where we're going to play around with the opacity of our logo. Okay, we're going to make it appear and disappear. Yeah. Okay, we're going to make it like a 1 second duration. All right. So we're going to create a keyframe. Okay. Another keyframe at the 2 second. So by this time, we're going to change the opacity to 0. So this means it's appear and it's gone. Appears, it's gone. But we don't want to make it a smooth transition. We're going to make it like a jumping, okay, like a blinking. So right click on your keyframe, select your keyframe, okay, right click on it, okay, choose toggle hold keyframe. Okay, this is hold your keyframe. I will make it the transition is a bit jumping. All right. So toggle the keyframe. So this one also toggle and hold our keyframe. So it's appear, gone. It's appear, it's gone. All right. So we're going to copy. Okay, these two keyframe. Okay, select both by clicking Shift. Select, hold Shift, select the second keyframe. Okay, and then you're going to click Control C and move our cursor to the 3 second. You're going to click Control V and move our cursor to 5 second. Going to click Control V. So when you play your animation, it will look like something like this. All right. So we have the blinking effect. Okay, nice. So next thing, what you're going to do, we're going to add the text. Okay, the 50% or 30% text or any animation text that you want to add. Yeah. So first we're going to add a new text. Okay. I'm going to click my text tool on top of here. Okay, first we're going to type discount. We're going to rearrange it on top, in the bottom part here. Okay, move it up a bit. All right, and then going to create another text for my 50%. Okay, this is example only. Don't use this for to make it viral. Okay. Going to be somewhere over there, and then we're going to bring our discount text nearer to our discount numbers. So it will be like a 50%, or we can make it a little bit, modify our text by modify the ratio of our text, make it more longer. Okay, June. All right. So we're going to bring my logo, and I'm going to bring as a top, on the top of the layers, where the rest of the text will be underneath here, where when the logo appear or disappear, so our text will be appear. So when we play our animation, nice. Okay, so make sure your logo is on top and the rest of the text and background will be at the bottom of it. Yeah. Okay, so when we're done with our pre-composition logo and discount, when we go back to our main composition, COM1, when we play it, we have the picture is sliding, the slideshow of the pictures, and also the discount text is animated. All right. So again, I say this is the technique where we do a pre-composition to apply the animation without disturbing the main composition. The good thing about this is we can change it, we can modify our pre-com composition timeline. Okay, and yeah, it's easy to modify or to update whatever post or whatever new post that you want to create. Yeah. So next, we're going to animate the Raya collection, the text Raya collection, and then basic shape. Previously, we are using one pictures, and then we make it as a pre-com. From there, we add on more element, more pictures to create the animation. So now is how we're going to combine more layer. I'm going to select Raya collection and the shape layer. So we have 4 layers together. We're going to combine it and to put it inside the new composition. Okay, so I'm going to select all the layer, Raya text, collection text, shape layer number 2, and shape layer number 1. So we're going to right click and we're going to create a pre-compose. Okay, so name it as a title and click OK. So now we have everything in composition. So if I double click on my title composition, so we have a different layout, different timeline. So this is where we animate our text for our title. Okay, to do that, so I'm going to animate first my graphic. Okay, so I'm going to animate my graphic first. Going to play around with the position. So the shortcut of this is a P. Okay. Okay, shortcut of this is P. Click on your P key at the keyboard. Okay, so we're going to lock the position for our first shape layer. So the animation, we're going to make it a little bit faster. Okay, this I already explained in my first classes. So if you want to know more, you can go to, I think, Excel, Excel Facebook. There's a video they already recorded, the first classes. Okay, where we discuss about the animation shortcut key tips and tricks. Okay, so I'm going to create the first position. I'm going to move my timeline cursor 6 times. Okay, this is the formula for my animation. I'm going to create another keyframe, move my cursor 3 steps, and create another keyframe. So here, what we're going to do, we're going to change the position. Okay, we go back to our first position, and I'm going to change the value here. It's a X and Y value. So for this one, it's a X value. I'm going to change. I'm going to bring my element off screen, where it will move from off screen and come to the our current position lah. Okay, go there. Okay, but over here I'm going to make it a little bit exaggeration. So maybe we're going to add like a 510. Well, not that much. So we're going to add 530. So make sure there's a changes when you put the position, because you want to create the look of the animation. If I animate it, it will look like this. Okay, it's like exaggerate a bit. If we move forward and then come back to the position that we want. All right, so that's for our first shape. Now I'm go to my second shape layer. Same process. I'm going to click T. So, but before I create my first keyframe, I'm going to move my timeline cursor 3 steps. This is the gap between element, and I'm going to click on the stopwatch to create the first keyframe and to animate the animation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Second keyframe, 1, 2, 3. Another keyframe. Same thing that we do. So we're going to change the position for the first keyframe. I'm going to bring the element out a bit, off screen. Okay. So for the second element, we're going to exaggerate it. Okay, this one will be a 493. Probably I can put 450. Okay, so when we animate, it will look something like this. Yes. It's not linear animation. There's an effect like a giggle effect for not giggle effect lah. It's like an exaggeration effect for our animation. Okay. So after we done that, same. We're going to move our timeline cursor 3 steps. Now we're going to our we're going to next. We're going to animate our first text that will be our collection text. Okay, where I'm going to use effect or text animation that's already created inside After Effects. Okay, to do that, we need to go to Effect panel. There's an Effect panel is beside the character here. If you go there, there's a 2 arrow icon to the right. If you click it, there will be more panel will be appear, but we need to select it first. So I'm going to select the Effect and Preset, where we're going to apply the default effect that already created inside the After Effects. Okay, we're going to choose the animation preset. Okay, we're going to select text. And then we're going to choose animate in. So this is to apply the animation in for our characters. So to do that, there's a lot of animation preset that you can apply. It's quite easy. Just click and drag to your text. Example, maybe we can choose spin in by word. Okay, spin in by character. So we're going to select the effect, click and drag to our text, where if we select our collection layer and click U to see the keyframe of our animation text. So when we play it, it will look like something like this lah. Yes. Okay, so this is by default. So you can play around. Okay, just click and drag and bring it to your element or your text. Okay, so let's say this one is not that nice. Okay, we're going to undo. Okay, we're going to select different text. Maybe we're going to make it, okay, this is okay, pop buzzword. We're going to apply to our text. Okay, we're going to see the animation. Okay, that's taking too long time. Okay, so we're going to change. Okay, maybe we choose a drop-in characters. This is a preset that a lot of people use it. All right. Okay, so we're going to animate it. Nice. Okay, so when you apply this, okay, maybe I think for this tutorial, I'm going to go back to the first preset. Okay, because I can see it already. Okay, there's a spin in by characters. Okay, we're going to apply the spin in by the characters. Okay, this okay, the collection text will come from the bottom, and the raya will come from the up, from the top part. So we have this. So the next, what we need to do, we need to play around with the opacity, because our text is appear, we can be visible here, so it doesn't look nice. So we're going to do, we're going to play around the opacity. Okay, so the opacity, for this, we can create like a, select your layer and click T for the opacity. All right, so we can create a keyframe, okay, where we can change the opacity. Okay, maybe here another keyframe. So where the first keyframe, we're going to make it as a 0 opacity. So we will see our animation text will be look like something like this. All right. Okay, tune. Okay, so next we are going to go for the second text. This is Raya. So we're going to apply another fly-in effect. We're going to make it like a drop-in characters. Oh, before that, make sure your cursor you put somewhere that you want. The you need to put your cursor according to the time that you want the animation to start. So I'm going to start the animation of Raya at 2 seconds. I'm going to set the preset and bring it to my Raya text. Okay, so as you can see there, so it'll go down. Okay. Alright, so there's a lot of setting that you can go or look inside your uh, timeline. Okay, you can drop the menu to see your timeline there. So you can offset your text, make it more out. Okay, how is it going to the offset? Okay, there's a lot of setting that you can change the animation. Okay, that you apply to your text. Yeah. So this is how we add or create animation text for our text file using the preset. Okay. So after we done that, okay, we complete with our title. After we happy with it, all right. So we can go back to our main menu. All right. We can go back to our main menu. So for the Raya also, I need to make it the opacity. I'm going to play around with the opacity. So going to start from 2 seconds. So the opacity, and then after everything is appear, okay, we're going to add another keyframe. All right. So when you go to COM1, so everything will be modified according to what we modified inside the pre-com. Okay. So if you play it, your animation, nice. Okay. It's lagging a bit because we need to render it. All right. Okay. So even though we have our animation inside the pre-com composition timeline, we still can create an animation inside our main com, where uh, we're going to rearrange all the elements to appear one by one. Let's say we're going to start with the picture first. So we're going to create like a scale for the pictures. Okay. So I'm going to click the animation. Okay, I'm going to create like a half second for the pictures to appear, right? So we're going to zoom in from in the center. Okay, we're going to make it 0. Okay, so the animation will be appear like this. Okay, I think I need to rearrange the value. So this one will be 14. Okay. Okay, make sure the first keyframe for the scale of our picture, we need to change it to 0. So it will zoom out from nowhere. And then after we done that, okay, we're going to move our cursor 3 steps. And we go to for our title. So where this is our title will be starting. Okay, and then we can animate our logo. Okay, maybe here. So our logo will be appear plus with the discount. So this is how we rearrange again all our element according to their sequence, which element that we want it to appear first. Okay, so for this tutorial, I start with the pictures, and then I start with the title, and then the logo. So the picture appear, the title come, and the logo and also the discount will be appear. Okay, we need to adjust the animation of the text because it takes a lot of time, okay, to appear. Yeah? Okay, to do that, it's quite simple because everything is already inside the pre-comp. You just go to your title composition. You can play around with the keyframe here, okay, to make it shorter. Okay, because the longer or the far keyframe we add, the more timing they are going to use. Okay, we're going to move it, make it a little bit faster. Okay, maybe this one also. Click U to see all your keyframe. I'm going to make it everything is in line and make it a little bit faster. You can select your keyframe, yeah, and move it. So when we go to our comp, so it's modify automatic. Yes. So this is how we create animated IG story post inside After Effects. The tips again I inform or explain to you. Use a pre-comp. Okay, when we have our pre-comp, our main composition timeline will look more cleaner. So all the animation regarding all the element that we created can be modified according to their composition, where it doesn't affect or it doesn't disturb our main composition. So if you want to modify, you just go to your element composition, where all the animation or modification you can done it there. Or if you want to change the title, the pictures of your post, you can do it there because the size everything is already logged according to our main composition, where all the element we already compose it firstly before we do the animation. Okay, this is also can be created or can be used as a template for your IG story post. But again, remember, please bear in mind our header and footer, because I see a lot of IG story posts. There's a lot of information is overlapping with the by default IG header and footer element. Okay, so again, this is how we create animated post only using After Effects. Okay, in industry out there, by default, we compose it first inside the Photoshop, then we export to After Effects. But this is how, if you only have one software and you want to create the animation and the graphic all inside the After Effects.